In this video, you'll learn what to expect after settling your Florida workers' compensation case. If this is your first time to my channel, my name's Domenic Celeste, the virtual accident attorney. I'm based in Palm Beach County, Florida, and I represent those injured on the job in workers' compensation and due to the fault of another in personal injury. This channel is all about answering your questions and giving you tips relating to Florida workers' compensation and personal injury law. Now, before we begin, I have to show you this disclaimer, so just hold tight. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So you've settled your work comp case and want to know what happens next. A lot of different things happen between agreeing to settle and actually getting paid. So let's go over what you can expect after settling your work comp case. The first thing that you should know is that the amount of time that it takes to actually get paid depends on a variety of different things. Depending on these circumstances, getting paid can take anywhere from a month to multiple months. And the time it takes for these things to occur depend on your own attorney, the work comp attorney, the judge, or even you. The first thing that's done are the settlement documents. Both your attorney and the work comp attorney have their own papers to do. Your attorney's papers are mostly just justifications for the fee that's being charged, whereas work comp's papers are primarily protecting their own butt from future lawsuits. There are also the neutral papers that go over the actual settlement. At this time, your attorney should provide you with a closing statement which breaks down all the settlement money. So basically, who gets what. If your attorney doesn't do this, make sure to ask for it because it's required by law. Once your attorney receives work comp's papers, they'll be reviewed and, if necessary, revised before you and your attorney sign them. Some of these papers will require you to get them notarized as well, which does add additional time and possibly expense if you have to pay for the notarizations. However, there are free to low cost options in getting these papers notarized, like for example, your bank should be able to do it for free. Once you and your attorney have signed the papers, then your attorney will provide them to the work comp attorney to likewise review and sign the papers. Once that's done, then the work comp attorney will e-file the necessary papers with the court to get the settlement approved. However, not all the papers that you sign will go to the judge for approval, because some things are out of the work comp judge's jurisdiction, like for example the release and resignation documents, which are more of a contractual or employment related matter. The judge will then review the papers and either approve or deny the settlement. If the papers are denied, then your attorney will need to deal with the reason for which they were denied, which can take additional time. And this is why your attorney needs to make sure that everything that's sent to the judge is perfect the first time around. If and when the judge signs off on the settlement, the work comp carrier by statute has 14 days to pay the settlement monies to your attorney. Sometimes though, the work comp carrier tries to change this timeline by putting in a 30-day payment period. But your attorney, if they're familiar with work comp, should have already revised the settlement papers to correct this change from 30 to 14 days. Once the check is received, your attorney, by law, has to deposit it into the law firm's trust account. Once the check clears, your attorney deducts the money for attorney's fees and costs and pays whoever else might be entitled to some of your settlement monies, including referral attorneys, lien holders, or child support, and then issues you the remaining amount as previously discussed in the closing statement. Once everything is dispersed, the case is closed and your attorney's representation ends. All in all, if everything happens perfectly and no one drags their feet, this whole process from the start to when you get paid takes around 1 to 2 months. I hope after watching this video, you understand what goes into finalizing the settlement and ultimately getting you paid. So, as you can see, Florida workers' compensation law can be really complex, but what can you do about it? Well, you can hire an attorney that's licensed to practice law in Florida and that handles workers' compensation cases, that represents real clients, goes to court, that knows what they're doing. And if you or someone you know were injured on the job or due to the fault of another, give me a call any time of the day or night. I have a 24/7, 365 receptionist, or you can go to my website to fill out an intake and schedule a free consultation. Or you know what? You can just text me, 561-935-3822. But that's it for this video. If you got value out of it or if you learned something, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you have a question, let me know in the comments below and I'll try and answer it. Like and follow me on all my socials to stay updated. And if you want to learn more about me, my firm, Florida Work Comp, or personal injury law, just go to my website, virtualaccidentattorney.com. Alright, so that's it for now. Again, my name's Domenic Celeste, the Virtual Accident Attorney. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.